Yo, hello guys, and welcome to today's trade recap. Today I didn't took any trades. There was no setup, no trades, no opportunities in the market on both pairs, on GBP GPY and on USD GPY. And I'm going to explain now why I didn't took any trades, because there was actually I remember there was a potential setup, but not a very clear setup. So I'm just going to explain it to you and going to explain the price action of today overall. So without further ado, don't forget to smash up that like button and that subscribe button. Let's reach 170 subscribers as soon as possible. We can do that. We need more 6 legends on this channel so we can continue going further and further. So without further ado, let's get started into the video. So today we actually had the high impact news that I told you about. Hold on. We had flash manufacturer PMI on GBP pairs, flash services PMI, flash manufacturer PMI and services PMI on USD pairs at New York session. So this was on London session, this was on New York session. I ideally wasn't a fan of taking a trade while we have all of these high impact news. It's not my usual activities in the market. It's not my trading plan. If I see more than 4 red folders, I should probably not trade, but I will look at price action and see if there's any setup to take. But if there's a lot of volatility in the market and price is very manipulating us, we're not going to take any trades, because we gotta stay patient. If we see my setup, I will enter. If I don't see my setup, I don't see my confirmation, I don't see anything, I gotta be patient. If the trade ID got invalidated, we get out without any loss, without any unnecessary loss. So that's what we do. So coming into the day, after what I've told you, so I'm going to explain now on on London session. When London session opened, that actually was the only time that I was available into trade, because at New York session I have school and at Asian session I'm asleep. I don't usually trade Asian session. So let's go over the London session. So we had these Asian session lows, we had these Asian session highs. I wanted to see a liquidity sweep. That's what my major trades got is based off. Sure, we have this 4-hour higher time frame liquidity sweep, and we still have these draws on liquidity to the downside and these previous daily lows, but I don't usually take trades when there is no session liquidity got swept, and this is what I was interested in. So these are the Asian session highs and these are the Asian session lows, and the move between them was actually very low for me to take the trade on. So let's measure this up. This was 70 pips. So if we see the confirmation, the sweep of liquidity and then everything, there was no anything. So here on the sell side, liquidity didn't get taken. We formed actually a bullish divergence with the USD GPY. I was a little bit interested, like I told you in the last video before this one, the live charting with you. It's not actually live, it's me recording myself going into what happened in the market, what is happening in the market, and then I post it immediately. So it's basically like live. So I was a little bit interested in taking longs, but not on USD GPY, on GBP GPY, because GBP GPY actually took out the Asian session lows. Alright, and that actually was a little bit good setup, but I was not able to take it because there's a lot of things. So I'm going to go through that now. Alright, let's start up with the 4-hour. It's right that we took out these highs and we swept out these highs, but there's still more buy side liquidity to be taken. We still have these highs from the last week, from the new week opening gap. I guess this high didn't get swept. we still have these highs. This high got swept. We still have these also highs, and that's the only daily. We still have this fair value gap that didn't got filled, so you have to put that in mind. At least we can. This is the 50% mark of the daily fair value gap. So on the daily, we took out these lows. We have this big order block, and the previous daily was a bullish. We are trading in a bullish structure in the previous days. All right. With that, we scale down to the 4-hour. As you can see, we took out all of these highs, but then and this was actually why I did not take this trade, and I didn't like this trade so much, because we had these equal lows, and every time I basically ignore the equal lows or the equal highs, I get manipulated and price reverse into it and took them out. But I didn't took trade because I saw that. So on the 4-hour, we have this breakout structure right here, this market structure shift, and then we head on to the 1-hour. As you can see, Asian session opened, we came down, we took out these lows, and we filled up this order block on the hourly time frame. So this is the order block. Then we retraced back. We took out the Asian session lows. Those are the Asian session lows. We took them with the London session opens, and then we head on. We retraced back into this another 1-hour order block right here. As you can see, we filled it up. Then I actually wanted to see a retracement right here, and that happened. But I wanted to see a inversion of this gap and a potential continuation to the upside. So I could have dropped out to the lower time frame so I can find an entries, but I didn't like that, because that move I always get manipulated with, and I always get bad results when I do it. So I hop on to the lower time frame and then get manipulated, because as I told you, the lower time frames will always get manipulated rather than the 4 hours or the 1 hour or the higher time frame overall. So then market did something bad, which is dumping down to the downside, which is going to be a confirmation. Like I told you in the last video, my bias was a little bit mixed, and I wasn't 100% sure of my bias, because like as you can see, liquidity sweep to the upside, then liquidity sweep to the downside. The trend overall wasn't the clearer setup. There wasn't anything so clean and clear in the market, so I did not take any trades. And then was actually we inverse this gap. Obviously we inverse this gap, and then we have this 15-minute CISD, change in state of delivery. We retraced back into the fair value gap on the 15-minute fair value gap. Hold on. With this move, with this impulse when London New York session opened, we didn't took out any buy side liquidity. Then we retraced back into equilibrium, fair value gap, and the change in state, which is the breaker block. You can call it whatever you want. So then scale down to the 5-minute. We see this bearish 5-minute fair value gap. Okay, what do we want to see? We want to see a break above that high. Let's get down to the 1 hour, 1 minute to see the lower time frame moves. See this high impact news. The price action wasn't very clear today, as I told you. And then what can you enter off of? All right, we have this big candle that broke structure to the upside, and then you could enter right here, or you will wait for a confirmation and the retracement back into this 1 minute fair value gap. And then if you got retraced, then a break of structure, then you enter, stop loss below these lows, which is I think the hourly lows. Yeah, these hourly lows, and actually below this hourly fair value gap, and your take profit will be all the way up to here, or even more. If you want to risk more, you can set it to this equilibrium zone or the 50% mark of the daily fair value gap, and with that you could be floating in profit, or you can choose the other option, which is risking more on a tighter stop loss, with setting your stop loss below this low, and your take profit will be safe in this high, these 4-hour highs. You could catch a 1 to 2 risky reward, and you could even put it like here at this at least 15-minute low, I guess, on here, the order block. By that you could have been banging the trade, but for me there was no clear setup, and also on New York session I wasn't available to trade, and that's it. On USD GPY there isn't a liquidity sweep. On GBP GPY there is a liquidity sweep, bullish SMT, and then all of this continuation confluences. So on this video I actually showed you how I anticipate my trades. This is actually the strategy that I use. I didn't like teach you like fully how to use the strategy, no, because a lot of you are beginners and don't understand the shit. So if you don't understand the shit and you don't have anything in your mind, what the fuck is this guy is talking about, I have a full course, that not a full course like fucking other gurus. I have created a trading book that has every fucking single information that you need in the trading. No other fucking fluffy stuff and unnecessary stuff to learn, but only the solid things. From beginner to intermediate to fucking expert trader, you can understand this shit. But it has a very cheap price compared to its value. So if you want to check that out, link will be down below in the description. If you don't want to see that, you can just watch my trade recaps and learn from it, because at some point I guess I'll do a little bit of educational content, I guess, not even trade recaps. That will boost my content, I guess, but we'll see in the upcoming days. I'm going to decide whether I'm going to do a educational series or no. If you guys want to do it so bad, if you guys want me to do educational content, go into my Telegram. I have created a poll, which is, do I do a educational content or no? Let me know, guys, in the Telegram your opinion if you're interested in this shit. If you're not, just walk out. So without that being said, this was the market recap of today. I didn't took any trades. Let me know, guys, in the comment if you did take any trades. And without that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for clicking into my video and showing this, seeing this channel. I really appreciate you guys. Let's be 1% better every day, and peace out.